Okay, welcome to part 2 of, I don't know what I'm going to call this yet. Like a variant of a salmon fly for panfish. Okay, so you got your spun deer hair body. You're going to first start by trying to build a cigar type body, but before I do that, I'm going to trim it just into a square. Okay, trimmed it into a very rough square. Next I'm going to start on the bottom. And I'm just going to slope scissor angle down. To expose the point of the hook. Very important. You want to catch fish, and then you're just going to do the same thing on the top. You don't want to trim off or accidentally trim off your hackle. I have done that a few times. It's just good to stay just a little ways away from that. So, trim down the top. Now you're just going to trim off the sides. And you want it fat in the middle, sort of. You want both ends narrow. Sort of like a cigar shape, you could say. Try not to trim off too much of your white calf tail. I know you can, especially on the front. But if you trim off a few fibers accidentally, it's not the end of the world. So, I got both sides. Now, I'm just going to work on the back, where you can see there's a few fibers mixed in with the calf tail. Need a fine point, sharp scissors to do this. After I get most of them, it's okay if you have one or two stragglers. You're just going to do one final pass, and put your trimming scissors down. Put the fly in the vise. Sort of looks like a black beetle. This fly is also effective for bass because, well, they're opportunistic feeders. So just start your thread right there. So mix it in with your deer hair. And then just wrap your white hackle. I'll zoom in just a little for you guys. Okay, wrap your white hackle. You're going to want about 5 to 6 wraps of hackle. Very important, you want to fold your hackle back. Fold your hackle. Trim it off. Get your white calf tail. Pinch it, sort of, to flare it outwards. Now, this fly is not supposed to look beautiful by any means or neat. I got deer hair stuck in my nose, so I'm sort of like on the edge of sneezing. So this wet finish. Now we have a finished panfish and bass fly. Sort of looks like a bug. Here I'll zoom out so you guys can get a better view of this. Size 10, size 8 is about the sizes you want. Can go smaller than that, but it's not quite necessary. And it just gets a little harder to tie at smaller sizes. You know, this fly is not that pretty, I would say, but it is very effective. You can catch fish all day in a fly like this, especially when the panfish are spawning, pre-spawn, or post-spawn. In the summertime, might have to go down to size 10 instead of your size 8. Or, well, maybe that's when you could throw your size 12 out there. But summertime, I like the panfish worm I tied. I'm going to like just the other fly I'm going to tie real quick now, called the mini grubber. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and tight line stall.